Hello everyone, welcome to our oral communication class. Today we are going to talk about speech context. To start, we are going to define first what is speech context. Speech context is a setting in which communication takes place. This simply refers to the environment, circumstances, and surroundings we are in when we are speaking to someone or to a number of people. Basically, when we talk about the environment that we are in or the speech context that we have, this influences our word choice and the manner of saying things when we are conversing to people. There are two general types of speech context: the intrapersonal and the interpersonal. What is intrapersonal? Intrapersonal is a type of communication that involves only one person. The speaker acts both as the speaker and the receiver of the message, or this is simply known as self-talking. Most people use self-talk to our advantage, especially when we are feeling down or we want to cheer ourselves up. Sometimes when we are very tired and we don't want to pursue a certain work, we often rewire our thoughts and tell ourselves to continue the project or the work that we've been putting off for how many days already. That is what we call intrapersonal. In intrapersonal communication, you might be familiar with the feeling of quietly talking to yourself in your mind, and it is good for you. By performing this, it makes you think and reflect on the things you have done or are planning to do. The next type is interpersonal. Interpersonal is a type of communication that happens between and among people. It creates personal relationship between and among them also. In the interpersonal category, there are four types. One is dyad communication, small group communication, public communication, and mass communication. Now let's get into the details of each type of interpersonal communication. Dyad communication. It's a form of communication that involves two people. An example of a dyad communication is when you are consoling your friend who is feeling down. In this situation, listening intently to what the other person is saying is very important to establish a real and deep connection. This will also help you in understanding the person's situation. Next type of interpersonal communication is a small group communication. It's an interaction among 3 but not more than 12 people having face-to-face interaction, achieving the desired goal. This type of conversation allows all participants to freely express themselves. In small group conversations, you can be as natural as yourself. However, unlike a running conversation in your head, you have to consider that there are others who are equally important in the conversation. While speaking, watch your words, tone, and body language. This will help you become an interesting conversationalist. Next is public communication. Public communication is a type of communication that enables the speaker to share or deliver his message before a crowd. Public communication is totally different from small group communication and dyad communication since the channels used are more exaggerated. When you are speaking publicly, your voice is louder and your gestures are more expressive, especially when you want to emphasize something or you want to catch your audience attention. Speaking in front of the crowd requires many preparations, from analyzing your target audience to planning and drafting your speech, up to the rehearsing part. The key, therefore, is to come prepared. Be yourself while you are on stage and speak in the way that you will be easily understood by your audience. Next is mass communication. This communication is through television, radio, newspaper, books, billboards, the internet, or any other forms of media. Like when we are watching the televised information of IATF about COVID-19, that is a form of mass communication. Mass communication plays a vital role in giving essential news and in imparting information on a large scale of people. Thank you. Keep on learning.